There's a flicker in the hallway light, like it's trying to rewrite the night. Every shadow feels familiar, like it's learned the shape of us. I was walking through the echoes, like they were still alive, never knowing I was staying inside a moment I survived. You were never really here now, just a picture in my mind. But I kept you like a promise that I couldn't leave behind. And I didn't see the chains were made of yesterday. I stepped out of the memory where you were everything I'd be. Every voice I used to trust turned to dust and turned to rust. I was drowning in a version that was never meant to stay. Now I'm learning how to breathe again outside what we became. There's a rhythm in the silence that feels lighter than before, like the weight I used to carry doesn't own me anymore. Every fragment of the feeling that I swore I couldn't break turns into a fading outline that I no longer need to chase. I thought I'd lose myself in leaving, but I found what I forgot, that I was more than just a story that your memory had taught. And the further that I go, the less I need to know. I stepped out of the memory and it finally let me be. Every scar I thought would stay is just a map I walked away. I was living in a shadow that was never really mine. Now I see the world in front of me for the very first time. If I had known the truth inside, would I still have stayed that night? Or would I let it fall apart before it reached my heart? I stepped out of the memory where I used to lose myself completely. Every echo turned to air, every weight dissolved in there. I don't need what used to hurt me to define who I became. Now I'm walking into something new without looking back again. I'm not there anymore. I'm not there. Just the memory stays behind, and I move forward. Ain't much changed around here. though I don't touch nothing else. The same old label, dusting now, but I still bring it down somehow. First sip hits, and there you are, leaning, laughing by the bar, like you never walked away, like you're just a drink away. Same bottle, different night, same old lie, till I'm alright. Every sip just brings you back through the cracks I can't patch. I say I'm good, but that ain't true. It's just something I get used to, sitting here killing time with your memory and cheap red wine. Everything we used to have. The same bottle, different night, trying not to read the signs, but your shadow's in this room, in the smoke, in the gloom. I say I'm fine, but it's a lie, just getting by, getting by. Pour it slow one more time, let it blow. Put that bottle down for good, but tonight I'm right back here, where I always said I wouldn't. Same bottle, different night, still ain't got you out my mind. Walked in like a midnight song, something I could lean on. Didn't say much, didn't have to try. I could read it in your eyes. Got that slow kind of confidence, like you don't need no evidence. Every move just pulls me in, like I've known you all my life again. We don't gotta say a word, let the silence do the work. Stay till sunrise, we don't need a reason why. Let the moment take control, let it move us nice and slow. One more drink, one more smile, let's get lost here for a while. If it's just you and I tonight, yeah, that feels just right. Like a melody playing back inside of me. Close enough, I feel your breath, like we're dancing on the edge. No past, know what it means, no thinking Don't let this moment pass. Stay till sunrise. Leave the world on the outside. We ain't gotta make a plan. Just go with it while we can. One more touch, one more glance. We don't need a second chance. If it's just you and I tonight, yeah, that feels just right. No names, no lines to cross. No thinking about what it costs. Just a night we won't forget, even if it's all we get. Stay till sunrise. Just stay. The room still hums with what we left behind, like broken chords that never realign. Curtains sway like they still know your name. Every corner holds a trace of flame. I reach for shadows where your touch once stayed, but all I find just slips away. I held on longer than I should have known. Now I'm learning how to stand alone. Now I'm walking through the echoes after the storm, where your voice still lingers, but it don't feel warm. I gave you my heart, every piece I could give. You left me with silence, but I'm learning to live. There's a fire in the wreckage I can't ignore. I found my strength in the echoes after the storm. Your memory drifts like a distant sound, a fading signal I can't track down. I was reaching through the static and the pain, trying to bring you back again. But every night that I survived alone turned the weakness into stone. Every tear I thought would break me down built the man I'm standing as now. Still I'm walking through the echoes after the storm, where your absence hits, but it don't transform. I gave you my truth, you let it fall apart. Left me with rhythm, but a fractured heart. Still there's something in me keeping me strong. I found my strength in the echoes after the storm. I was lost in a war I couldn't win, trying to be everything you needed then. But every scar carved into my skin turned into armor from within. You were the fire that burned me down. Now I'm the light I never found. goes after the storm. Let the silence say what we couldn't say. I'm walking forward, I won't fade away. There's a photograph still lying on the floor, face down where it used to mean much more. Every corner of this empty room still echoes something tied to you. I was holding on to something I could never save. Now I'm learning how to live another way. I tried to be the answer to your pain, but you were already gone before I stayed. We were the fire that never learned to last, burning too bright to ever hold it fast. I gave you every part I had inside. You let it slip away in time. Now I'm standing in the truth that cuts so deep, where all I loved is buried underneath. There's a whisper in the quiet after you, like a song that never found its tune. I was chasing something more than what was real, never knowing how it's meant to feel. Every promise turned to fading light, every moment slipping out of sight. I tried to hold the storm inside your name, but you were never meant to stay the same. We were the fire that burned without control, trying to save a love we couldn't hold. I gave you everything I could become. You turned away before the damage was done. Now I'm standing in the ashes that remain, and somehow they don't feel the same. There's a rhythm in the silence left behind, like your heartbeat fading out of time. I was reaching for a future in your hands, never knew it wasn't part of the plan. Every broken piece I thought was gone is the reason I am moving on. We were the fire that turned into dust, built on something that we couldn't trust. I gave you every part of who I was. You let it fall, it wasn't enough. But there's a strength inside the scars you made, and it's brighter than the love that faded. If I could stand inside that moment again, would I still call you my friend? Oh, let it burn before it started to begin. We were the fire. Now I don't look back, just ashes still remember. The city's breathing through the window light. We're somewhere caught between wrong and right. Your lipstick fading on a coffee cup, like neither of us wants to give it up. The world outside can wait its turn. For now it's us, and the embers burn. Your head resting on my sleeve, like you don't know how to leave. And I don't wanna find the door, if it means we're not this anymore. Don't let the morning in just yet. Let the night forget what it forgets. We can live inside this space where time don't move and nothing fades. One more heartbeat, one more light, one more reason to stay tonight. We can turn the dark into something real if we don't let the morning in. Neon flickers on the ceiling low, like it knows what we don't wanna know. Every second feels too wide when I'm looking in your eyes. You trace my name into the air like you're trying to keep it there. But I can feel the edge of dawn getting closer, pulling on. Don't let the morning in too soon. We're still dancing in this room. Let the silence take its time before it steals you from my mind. One more touch, one more try, one more way to stop goodbye. We can live inside this feeling we're in if we don't let the morning in. We don't have to name this place, we don't have to leave a trace. Right here is all we need before reality can breathe. Just stay, don't fade. Don't let the morning in at all. Let the shadows hold the walls. We can turn a moment small into something that feels like forever's call. Another second, don't give in to the world that's rushing in. We can stay inside this skin if we don't let the morning in. Don't let it come, don't let it win. tears tapping on the window glass, like it knows the shape of my past. Every drop sounds like your name, in a rhythm I can't explain. I was trying not to remember, but the sky won't let me be. It keeps pulling back the echoes that you left inside of me. And I swear I hear you breathing in the spaces in between. The rain remembers everything, every word we didn't mean, every promise we let go. In the silence down below, I try to move, I try to change, but it always feels the same, like you're falling through my mind in the rhythm of the rain. Streetlights blur behind the water, like they're drowning in the night. Every reflection in the puddles feels like fragments of your life. I was stronger when I met you, but I didn't understand that some people leave you empty just by holding out their hand. Now I'm learning how to listen to the silence that remains. The rain remembers everything, every hope we couldn't keep, every second slipping by, every reason we said goodbye. I can run, but I won't win from the echoes deep within, 'cause you're everywhere I go, in the rhythm of the If I let it wash me clean, would I lose what it used to be? Or would I finally be free from the weight inside of me? Now the rain becomes my truth. Every drop reminds me of you, but I don't break like before. I just listen and endure, 'cause even pain begins to fade in the rhythm that it made. And I'm learning how to stay inside the rhythm of the rain. The rain remembers everything. Suitcase sitting by the door, same one that I used before. Never thought I'd pack it again, chasing roads I couldn't name. Every fear I tried to hide, standing here right by my side. But there's something in my chest saying I can't stay like this. I've been waiting way too long for a sign that never comes. Right before I leave it all behind, every doubt is screaming in my mind. But I know if I don't take this chance, I'll be stuck in the same old plans. There's a world I've never seen, calling out for more than me. And even if I fall apart, I'd rather try than never start. Every what if pulling back, every step feels off the track. But I've learned from all these years, growth don't happen without fear. I've been living safe and small, trying not to risk it all. But the life I'm dreaming of ain't behind these walls I built. I can feel it in my bones. This is where I choose my road. Right before I leave it all behind, I can hear the past try to rewind, but I won't let it hold me here. I've been stuck inside this fear. There's a version of myself waiting somewhere past this hill. And even if it breaks my heart, I'd rather run than fall apart. No more waiting, no more doubt, no more trying to figure it out. Every step into the unknown is a step I finally Now I'm leaving what I used to be, walking into who I need to be. Every fear I left behind is the proof I crossed the line. I don't know what's next for me, but I know I'm finally free. And even if I lose my way, at least I chose to walk away. Door swings open, I don't stay. This time I walk away. I know you're gone,
but I'm still here.
I talk out loud without a sound, like you're somewhere hanging around. Every word just falls halfway, then I swear I hear you say,
I never really went away.
I try to sleep, I try to move, but every night comes back to you. I shut the door, I kill the light, just to feel you breathing in the night.
You're not alone, I'm by your side.
You still answer back from a place I can't reach, in the silence, in the dark, in every space between. I know you're gone, but it don't feel like that, 'cause every time I call your name,
you still answer back.
Is it memory or something more? Knocking softly at my door. Am I holding on too tight, or are you really in my mind?
Maybe love don't say goodbye.
You still answer back, like a whisper in the air. Every broken part of me feels you everywhere. I know you're gone, but I can't accept that fact, 'cause every time I fall apart,
you still answer back.
if I let go, will you fade away,
Or stay with you another way?
I don't know what's real or not,
But I'm the love you never lost.
you still answer back. I always will.
But I'm still here.
I don't fall apart the way I used to. When the silence hits too loud, I just sit with what I'm feeling, let it move through me somehow. There was a time I couldn't breathe here, in the spaces you once filled. Now I let the empty moments do the healing that they will. And it doesn't break me open like it used to do before. I learned to stay standing when everything was gone. Not because I'm stronger, but because I moved on. Every scar is just a chapter that I don't read the same. I learned to stay standing through the weight of change. I still hear you in the distance, but it doesn't call me back like a song I used to know once. Now I barely feel the track. Every memory is quieter, like it lost its hold on me. Not erased, just less important than the person I can be. And I stopped needing answers for everything you were. I learned to stay standing when the world let go of me. Not because it's easy, but because I let it be. Every moment I was breaking turned into something new. I learned to stay standing without needing you. If I ever look behind me, it's not to go back there. to understand how far I've come from who I was there. I wear that name. I'm still here, just different. And that's enough. There's a picture in a dusty frame, faded colors, but I know the names. Front yard grass in a summer sky, back when days just drifted by. Mama calling from the screen door light, dinner waiting every night. Didn't know how fast to go, didn't know what I didn't know. Take me back when it was simple, before the wait, before the middle, when a dream was just a dream and life was more than in between. I'd give anything to feel that kind of time that felt so real. Yeah, I'd go back if I could, back when everything was good. Bikes laid down in the gravel road, laughing loud with nowhere to go. Every sunset felt like gold, every story left untold. Now the silence, it's a little different. Every memory feels distant, but I carry what remains. Through the changes and the days, take me back when it was simple, before the lines got complicated, when forever felt so close and nothing ever had a cost. Now I see it clearer than I should, how we never knew how good those moments really were, before they turned into a blur. We grow up, but we don't choose all the things we're bound to lose. But somewhere in the heart we keep pieces time can never reach. Oh. back when everything was good. Still live somewhere in me. Back when it was simple. Another night under flickering lights, same old road, same silent fights. I've been chasing something I can't define, through the noise and the endless grind. Every step feels heavier now, like I forgot what I was about. I kept pushing just to stay ahead, but I'm running low on what I had. I've been running on empty lights, trying to make it through these nights. Every dream feels out of reach, every word I couldn't speak. But there's something deep inside that refuses just to die. Even when I feel this tired, I keep walking through the fire. I see the cracks I tried to hide, all the pressure I kept inside, every almost that slipped away, every price I had to pay. But I'm learning how to breathe again, through the weight I'm living in, and the silence I once feared now reminds me I'm still here. I've been running on empty lights, still I'm fighting through the night. Every fall I didn't choose still became something I use. There's a spark beneath the pain, something I can't explain. Even when I feel this tired, I keep walking through the fire. Every doubt just disappears. Every step I thought I'd lose built the path I'm walking through. I don't need to feel alright to keep going, to keep the fight. Even when I feel this tired, I'm still burning through the fire. Running low, but not done yet. Not done yet. Headlights cutting through the dark. Radio playing something soft. Empty road in a midnight sky, miles ahead, no reason why. Your name drifts in and out my mind, like a song I left behind. I don't hurt like I used to do, but I still feel a trace of you in every turn and every mile, in every ghost of what was mine. I'm just driving through the night, letting go with every mile. You're not here, but that's alright. I still carry you a while. Some loves fade, some just stay, like a shadow in the light. I ain't lost, I found my way, just driving through the night. Streetlights blur like memories, fading slow and quietly. I used to chase what we once had, now I let it drift like that. There was truth in what we knew, even if it didn't last. Now it's just a part of me, something buried in the past. I'm just driving through the night, letting time do what it does. Every wrong and every right led me here to who I was. Some hearts break, some just bend. Learn to live without the fight. I ain't looking back again, just driving through the night. If I saw you one more time, I wouldn't try to change a thing. I just thank you for the ride and the song you left in me. Morning's coming up ahead, painting gold where darkness bled. And I'm still here, still alright, just driving through the night. We were close, but never close enough. Felt like love, but we never called it love. We talked for hours late at night about our dreams and different lives. There was something in your tone that made me feel less alone. We never crossed that fragile line, but something blurred between yours and mine, like standing right at the edge, too scared to take that step. We never said it out loud, but it was there somehow. In every look, every pause, in every almost it's gone without a trace. Just a feeling I can't replace. We never held it, but we knew there was something between me and you. Now you're just a name I know in conversations long ago. Different paths, different days, we just slowly drifted away. I don't know if you felt it too, or if it was just something I went through, but it still lingers in my mind, like a moment frozen in time. We never said it out loud, but it was real without a doubt. In every silence we shared, in every moment we cared. Now it's just a memory of what we almost could be. We never tried, we never knew what it meant between me and you. Some things aren't meant to start, they just live quietly in your heart. Not every love is meant to stay. Some just fade without a name. We were something, just not enough. Felt like love, but we never called it love. Airplane. Feels like a lifetime ago. I remember when I said I'd be somewhere else instead, chasing something bigger than the small town I'm living in. Had it mapped out in my head, every step and where it led. But somewhere along the line, I just left it all behind. These dreams I put on hold never really got old. They just waited quietly somewhere inside of me. I traded time for staying safe, watched a few years slip away, but they're still there calling me. These dreams I couldn't be. I took a job, I played it right, stayed inside the lines in sight. Told myself it's just for now, but just for now is years somehow. Friends moved on, some moved away, some became what they would say, and I'm still here asking why I let my chances pass me by. These dreams I put on hold still feel close, still that's the point I lost. I ain't done, I ain't too old to go chase what I let go. Maybe one day I'll unfold all those dreams I put on hold. Thought I had it figured out by now. Guess I was wrong. I used to think there was a line crossing, everything's alright. Like one day you just wake up and finally feel like you're enough. But I've been chasing different roads, trying on lives I never chose. And every time I thought I knew, something changed my point of view. I'm still learning who I am, still reaching for something I can't understand. Not where I was, not where I planned, just somewhere in between again. I've made mistakes, I've taken turns. Some I kept and some I burned, but every step I didn't plan still teaching me who I am. There were nights I felt so lost, like every dream had come at cost, comparing lives I couldn't live to things the world said I should give. But now I see it differently. There ain't no perfect version of me, just pieces falling into place at their own time, at their own pace. I'm still learning who I am, still holding pieces in my hands. Some don't fit, and that's alright. I don't need to force what's right. I've been wrong, I've been unsure, but I don't fear that anymore. 'Cause every doubt I couldn't stand, still shaping who I am. To know exactly where this life will go. Maybe growing means to stay open to a different way. I ain't finished, I ain't done, still becoming someone. And maybe that's the only plan, to keep learning who I am. Footsteps echo down the hall. Don't know if they're mine at all. Mirror showing someone strange, same old face, but it ain't the same. used to recognize, now just drifting past me by. I've been talking to myself like I'm somebody else, trying hard to understand how I slip right through my hands. These echoes I can't escape, calling out but they won't say who I was or who I am. Just a voice I don't command, running circles in my mind, leaving pieces left behind. I keep reaching but they fade. These echoes I can't escape. City lights blur into one, like a race I never won. Every street feels deja vu, like I walked the mall with you. But I'm alone in every step, with a past I can't forget, and a future out of sight, lost somewhere between the lines. These echoes I can't escape. Every night they rearrange all the truths I thought I knew into something I can't prove. I've been searching for a sign, buried deep inside the noise, but the silence hits the same. These echoes I can't escape. Closing in, footsteps fade into the dark. Still don't know where I should start. Maybe I'll just drift again till I find out who I am. There's a letter on the table with your name I never wrote. Every line I kept inside me, now it lingers in my throat. I was waiting for the moment that just never came around. Now the silence says it louder than the words I never found. I kept holding on to what we were, long after it stopped making sense. These are the words I never said, every truth I buried in regret, every I'm sorry left unsaid, still echoes in my head. I gave you all I couldn't show. Now it's too late for you to replay every conversation like I could change the air, turn the silence into meaning, turn the break into a bend. But time don't wait for second chances, or the courage we don't take. Now I'm living with the distance, every choice I couldn't make. Every memory cuts a little deep, but it's teaching me to finally speak. These are the words I never said, every truth I tried to forget, every late night, every doubt, still finding its way out. I was scared of what you'd see. If you really looked at me, now I'm left with what it meant in the words I never said. If I could go back to that night, would I finally get it right? Or would I still just let it fade and watch it slip away? You were the chance I didn't take. Now I live with that mistake. Now these words are all I have, pieces of a broken past. Every line I couldn't say still refuses to fade away. But I'm learning how to let them go, even if you'll never know. I'll find peace in what it meant from the words I never sent. So I'll leave this page unturned, with every lesson I have learned, and finally let it end with the words I never sent. I thought I lost it all that night, when everything just fell out of sight. But somewhere in the breaking sky, a tiny spark refused to die. I didn't notice it at first, buried underneath the hurt. But even pain has its own way of leaving something that will stay. And I was wrong to think it ends where everything just bends A little light stayed with me through everything I couldn't see. Even when I couldn't stand, it was reaching for my hand. I thought I was completely gone, but something kept me holding on. And now I see it finally. A little light stayed with me. The nights were long, the days were cold. I was carrying what I couldn't hold. Every shadow felt too near, like it was all I'd ever hear. But time has a quiet way of softening the darkest gray. And slowly what I thought was lost became the reason I got up. I didn't know it was there until it pulled me from despair. A little light stayed in me when I forgot how to believe. Every tear became a guide, leading me back to life. I thought I was beyond repair, but something gentle found me there. And now I see it finally. A little light stayed in me. If darkness ever comes again, I know it won't be the end. 'Cause even when I fall apart, there's still a flame inside my heart. A little light stayed somehow, and it's stronger than me now. Every step I take is real. Every wound begins to heal. I thought I lost the will to try, but something never said goodbye. And now I breathe so easily. A little light stayed with me. Just a light that stayed. I was drifting through a version I outgrew, wearing faces that I thought I had to choose. Every mirror showed a stranger in my place. Every step just felt like running in a maze. I kept chasing something I could never name, till I lost myself inside the flame. I held on to who I used to be, didn't know I had to set me free. Now I'm standing where I found myself again, in the quiet after everything had to end. I let go of all the things I couldn't change, and I walked a fire in my chest I can't contain. I found my life where I lost my name. Every night I faced the truth I tried to hide, every fear I kept buried deep inside. But the weight that I was carrying so long turned into the place I grew strong. I stopped fighting what I couldn't control, started listening to my soul. In the silence that I used to fear became the reason I'm still here. Now I'm breathing like I never did before, through the wreckage of the man I was before. Every scar became a line I understand. Every fall helped me learn how to stand. There's a strength in letting go of who I've been. I found myself where I broke within. I don't need the past to define my name. I don't need the fire to feel the flame. Every piece that fell apart in me built the truth I couldn't see. Something I regain. I don't need to be who I've been. I found my life where I found me again. No more running from who I am. Finally understand. Oh.